Hey, hon. I have some very bad news.
What's the problem, my love? How'd your meetings with the doctor and the financial advisor go?
Well, the financial advisor told me that it was better for me to either retrench my employees or sell.
What about a loan?
Our overdraft is not looking good. Our loss is twice last quarters. I cannot keep on doing this. I might have to make a difficult decision later on. I don't want to lose my business.
I'll try and make a few calls. There might be someone who can help you out.
Thank you. I'm at the doctor's right now. Don't worry about dinner time. I got us some meal preps. I should be not long. So lucky that she's still open. Hopefully she can figure out what is wrong with me.
Good luck, dear, and please stay strong. I know that you can do it, my love.
Thank you so much, love. You're a godsend. To be honest. Hey, where are you?
Went out with my brother. We're at his house.
Okay, but you did not even defrost the food?
What's the point? You weren't gonna cook it either way. Who's so lazy that they can't cook a meal that's already prepped? At least at my brother's house, I'll eat a warm meal.
I don't have the energy to argue. By the way, my doctor referred me to a psychologist. She thinks that it's a mental thing that is affecting my health because tests showed nothing. So now instead of saving my business, I'm going to be going in and out of doctor's office. Feel like just abandoning this.
You cannot.
My business is failing. I don't think I have a choice right now. I have to focus on the biggest problem we have. Unless you want us to have less income. Already, you're covering the expenses that I used to cover. I don't want you to have such a burden.
I know, but you need to find out what the problem is. At the moment, you're not very healthy.
Very well. I'll let you know when I find out. She says that I'm depressed, and that is why I've been gaining so much weight even though I have not been eating as much. She said that I have to reduce my stress.
Wow, that is a lot. I suspected it. Your mood swings have been crazy this year.
I'll start taking meds soon. They'll have side effects, but we'll see how they affect me. I just hope that I'll be able to function while I'll be on antidepressants, because if I cannot, then I don't know what I'll do.
Well, I've heard bad things about those pills. Maybe you should just go on a diet.
The problem is not my weight here. It's the fact that I'm depressed. I don't care about my weight.
Maybe you should.
I cannot believe you. You know what I'm dealing with, and you want me to tell you that my weight is my biggest problem? Oh, it makes sense now. That is why you have been avoiding me.
You don't even fit into the clothes that you bought 3 months ago. When we're in public, people look at us. I've had people ask me if my wife is pregnant. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to do something about that.
Wow, good to know that my husband has my back. Thank you.
You know that I always want what's best for you, sweetheart, and about your business, just retrench people and cut salaries so that you can break even.
And then have disgruntled employees who don't put effort into their jobs, who will quit because they are afraid that they are next on the chopping block. No, I know I can turn this around. Hey, why did you not take your ring with you to work? We always said that we would not leave our rings no matter what. We're okay, right?
To be honest, I don't think that I can wait for the meds to kick in. I think I want a divorce.
This is out of the blue, though.
Don't take it to heart, but right now you're just unattractive. You're always suppressed, and you even have gray hair.
Are looks all that you care about?
I didn't sign up for this.
But you said your vows.
Love, look, please don't take it personally, but I married you because you and I made sense. You were beautiful and smart. Someone that I wanted to have kids with. You were my type, and now you're just not.
Cannot afford to go through a divorce right now, because a divorce will affect my company.
It's not my problem right now, unless you want me to cheat while you're still busy saving your company.
Wow, today I have seen your true colors. Thank you for showing me who you really are. Fine, we will get divorced. Rihanna, you have to stop wallowing in self-pity. He has moved on, Mom, like I was nothing. But that does not mean that you have to slash his tires. What if he presses charges? You cannot afford a lawsuit right now. You have just gotten your alimony money. You can use it to save your business. My business has been nothing but a dumpster fire. Everyone is quitting. Clients are ditching. How could he do this to me, Mom? I loved him so much. Now he has started dating that bimbo. If you try to understand a person, you will end up even more confused. But please, stop eating yourself to death. I saw your results from the last test. Do you want to risk a heart attack at this age? No, Mom, but what can I do? I have no one. You have me. How about you move back in with me? Maybe put your house on the market. While you think about what to do next, you cannot let him define you. You are so much more than he could ever be. You're right, Mom. I will move back in with you.
Hey, Rihanna! Wanna come for after-work drinks?
Why not? It has been quite a week, to be honest.
I need help. I'm so behind in planning my wedding. And there's something I found that I'm not sure if I'm okay with.
What did he say? He is a perfect man. There's nothing wrong with him. That is what he said, right?
He said that he wants my family to pay him a dowry.
What? And he's only telling you that now?
He said that they do it in his culture.
Well, you are marrying to a different culture. Did you try and learn more about it before you said yes marrying to him?
Not really, but when he told me, I flipped. I told him that I wasn't sure if I wanted to get married to him. But then he was so sweet to me yesterday. He finally explained what he meant.
What did he mean?
English can be a bit of a problem for him, and that is why we have not been able to understand each other regarding the matter. When I found out, I laughed. He means that gifts we exchange gifts, not money.
Oh, thank goodness, because that would have been complicated. Is that what you're not okay with?
Well, he says once we have kids, he wants us to raise them in his home country, and for us to live with his mom.
Well, I don't think that is so bad. His country is part of his culture. I think that you two should compromise, or those differences are going to cause problems.
You know what? You are right. I should ask a sister to help me with her pep. She might tell me some interesting things. You are such a wise person. You should be a motivational speaker. I mean, you literally rose from the dust.
I have tried, but it has not been easy. Looking back, I never thought I would have been even be here. I gave up so many times. And then I met you. Thank you for being there for me after my divorce. You literally were a savior that day I had a breakdown in the parking lot.
What's the least I could do to help a sister in need? Talk soon!
I wonder if you fixed your mental issues or your body first.
What? Who is this? It is not funny.
You read what I said. You thought that you could forget about me so easily? Happy birthday, fatso.
If this is a troll, I will find you and teach you a lesson. I'm not someone to be messed with.
Calm down, love. What's a bit of banter between old friends? Are you still single? Let me take you out to a buffet.
Ian? Leave me alone. Cyberbullying is a crime.
How'd you know it was me?
Turns out that the 7 years since you left me, I have picked up the skill of tracking. Oh, and you're at Sunset Hotel. Should I find out which room you're in?
Calm down. I was just trying to have some banter with you.
It seems that you have aged like a rotten milk. What do you want?
I just wanted to check up on you. I'm in town. By the way, I'm now the vice president of my company. I have an open slot in my schedule, so come and see me, for old time's sake.
You sleazeball.
Come on, 6 years ago you were begging me to see you just once.
Yes, I was suffering from delusion, but I'm happy to say that now I have been cured.
Did it help with the weight? Now drop the act of knowing what's better for you. You're still beautiful, I know. Good for you. I've acquired a taste for bigger women lately, you could say.
Ian, have some decency, you sleaze. Ew, I'll not even let you touch me with a stick.
Who would even touch you with the way that you looked?
Hey, I have a problem.
Hey Riri, what's the problem?
Remember my first husband?
Yes?
He's back in town and he's sending me very inappropriate messages that I don't like at all.
What do you need me to do?
I need to find out what you can do about him. I want him out of this town. This is my safe space. I have worked hard. Never thought that after he nearly drove me crazy, I would ever leave the house again. And it appears that he's still as fatphobic as before.
He's the worst. I want to do more than run him out of this town, you know, but I'll listen to the boss lady. You won't believe the juicy information that I just found out.
Tell me every single detail.
We've actually worked with his company before. They're big, but we're bigger. He's constantly seen with the models, has a very extravagant lifestyle, and is not a good person. But of course, no one says anything about him.
Because he's a man in power. I think that I should pay him a visit.
Are you sure? What if it triggers you?
I'll be fine, don't worry about me. I need to do this.
Okay.
He didn't recognize me when he saw me. He was taken aback.
He choked on his words. Good. He knew not to contact you again because you're on a different level. I'm sorry that you used to be married to such a loser, but I'm so proud of you for the way that you handled it. I wasn't there, but I know that you did well. You're so much more confident than the timid woman I met 7 years ago.
Well, I was eating anything inside, depressed, and the company was failing. My friend Valerie convinced me to go for a night out with her. It was nice, being around other women. And then I met you.
It was your bubbly energy and your intellect that floored me. I knew that I needed you in my life.
And then a week later, after we started talking, you invested in my company. I told you to do as you please because I needed a break. To be honest, when I came back to society 2 years later, I didn't know what to expect. I thought you would not welcome me back.
I know that you like to credit me for the work I did for the company, but when the blueprint's already genius, only a few tweaks are needed. You have no idea how damn proud of you I am.
Thank you so much for taking care of my baby while I try to find myself.
You were already stunning, but you came back even more stunning.
Oh, you're making me blush.
I know that you don't want to talk to me right now, but would you allow me to apologize? What I said to you was out of turn.
Oh, now he had the sense to apologize? That's unbelievable.
I really don't know what came over me. I was drinking a lot and I was stressed.
You were not stressed. You were not disrespectful.
Seeing you for the first time in years brought back so many memories for me, and I just remembered just how smart you were and how I loved your smile and confidence. I dreamt about you last night.
No, you didn't.
Please, just meet me for coffee. I'm so ashamed of the way that I spoke to you. You've changed so much. I shouldn't have been so impatient.
What you mean is that since now I'm skinnier and fitter, I deserve respect. What about all the names you called me? Just days ago you implied that I was undesirable. I get it. You can have any woman you want because of money. But have you ever asked yourself if they would still like you if you didn't have money? I don't want to see you. I don't want your love, nor do I need it. Google me and you will know who I am now.
How'd you become so successful? How come I haven't heard of you?
You haven't heard of me because we don't run in the same circle. Remember my company? I saved it. I took a 2-year break while someone ran it. I came back and along with my partner, we raised that company up. And now we have built an empire. It is a bit too late for you to apologize to me. You made a big mistake by contacting me in the first place. I am not the weak woman you left just because I gained a few pounds.
Look, I must admit that I've been having a drinking problem ever since we separated. I'm not happy at all about how I've destroyed your life. I might as well have left you in a burning house. What I want is just a chance to say sorry to you, please.
No, I don't want anything to do with you. And in that burning house that you left me, there rose a phoenix. I should have known that you would never change. So just because I refuse to entertain me, you resort to leaking pictures of me when I was at my lowest point, when I was depressed. Did you have to mention the time when I slashed your tires? I was drunk, unupset, had moved on within less than 6 months. Please don't ruin what I have built for myself.
I have no idea what you mean. I'm not even in town anymore. You must have a lot of enemies. After all, you're a very famous woman.
There is only one person who would hate me enough to do this to me.
Even if it was me, what proof do you have? If they label you as unstable, who am I to stop them?
All this because I refuse to give you another chance. Alas, you're another level of desperate. I am warning you to stop this.
How are you, Raging Rihanna? That's what they're calling you. I mean, you got the house, alimony, and your freedom, yet still continued to stalk me. That's after you emotionally abused me.
We both know that is not true. Hey, Bestie, thank you so much for helping with my wedding. In spite of all that is going on, it is the least that I can do. You have been there for me in difficult times. I can be there for you in times of happiness. How does it feel to be married? Please send me pictures of the honeymoon. You'll be the first one to get any pictures. We're just settling in. It has been a few days here. I actually like being in this country where you grew up. I can see why you would want us to raise our kids here. There is virtually no crime. The locals are friendly. And there is a good education.
Well, look at you, already in love with this country. Feels like you're planning to leave me.
Oh, you know that I would never leave you. On that note, I told him that it was your idea for me to learn more about his language and culture. He said thank you, and he thinks that stuff people are saying about you is rubbish.
Well, at least someone believes me. Oh, I hate my ex so much. Here I am moving on with my life, but he chose to try and ruin it.
My husband wanted to thank you for all you've done for us. You were incredible at the wedding and helped iron out any hiccups between us. And for that, he thinks there is a solution for you to get back at your ex. Let us say that his family and my husband's family don't get along.
How can I do that?
Buy his shares. There are also a few other people selling. The way you will have more power in the company. And can get in the contact so that you can approach them first.
Wow, I never thought of that. Yes, once I have power in that company, he'll make you regret ever uttering my name. I don't usually condone violence or revenge, but this is going too far, and it is affecting my life. Tell Sam that I agree.
Perfect. When we return, you can have a meeting with him.
Hey, Ian. Missed me?
How did you get those shares, huh? Whom did you sleep with?
My partner Trevor and I have acquired shares in the company you work for because we have an interest in field. Why? Is that a problem?
You can't own a stake here. I work here and this is my space.
You're going to have to get used to seeing me here every day. I'll be a very active member of the board. It's important to look after the assets of the company. You better get used to this space.
Oh, so you've decided that bad press isn't enough to stop you? If you think that I'm gonna quit because of you, then you're very mistaken. I'm still gonna be here. I won't leave. You can try to sabotage me all you want, but I won't go anywhere.
If you do your job well, then there'll be no need for me to fire you. Besides, I don't have hiring and firing power.
Making a play for the chairwoman? Are you not aiming too high, Icarus?
I am qualified and everyone in that room knows it. Stick to your job, Vice President. And don't contact me outside of work hours. I am not your girlfriend. By the way, it's against company policy to date a junior, so that maybe ease up on flirting with the interns?
I'm not flirting with the interns.
I knew you were dipping your hands in the honey jar. Wow, you're a scoundrel through and through.
Those were business expenses. I didn't do anything wrong. You're leading a witch hunt against me, yet you claim to be a professional. Oh, and please tell that lapdog of yours, Trevor, to stop hounding me. I'll send him the information he requested.
He's just being nice. Comply with him. And don't call my husband names ever again.
You're married to him? Isn't he like 17?
Trevor is a respected businessman. He's actually 2 years older than me. I know. He always gets compliment that he doesn't look like he's in his 40s. That's because he's taking care of himself. And since you want to talk about looks, please get a haircut. You look homeless these days. If anyone has not told you, the BO is terrible. I don't know if you're self-proclaimed alcoholism, which is still under investigation, or the fact that you realize that you're nothing. Either way, stop being pathetic and make an effort.
Are you calling me old? You're talking to me? I look like I'm 20. What do you mean?
You look like you have aged about 15 years since the last time I saw you. You need to be serious, man. You cannot be looking like that at your age. You're only turning 42 in a couple of weeks.
For someone who doesn't care, you seem to keep your eyes on me a lot. Does your husband know that?
We don't keep secrets from each other. Trev and I know you're a flight risk. You know that they say about keeping your enemies close.
Try whatever you may, but there's nothing that you'll find.
I told you that we would get you, but you thought I was joking. If I wanted to joke with you, I would join a circus. I expect you to pay the $500K that you owe this company as soon as you can. If you don't, we will sue you.
You faked it. I didn't steal that much money.
You had a hearing and it was proven. Stop being delusional, please. Hey Mom, I had to be here to appoint a new VP after we fired Ian. The damage was a lot. We found out even more horrifying things after you left. Thank goodness no one has said anything to the press. We don't need bad press right now. That is good. Have you found his replacement? Now that you still have me and Trev this side, right? I know it's only a 2-hour flight. Plus, as a new chairwoman, I have to be present, at least until things are calmer. And I'll be back. It has been a hectic few weeks, but at last we found a VP. I'm just glad that the nightmare with him has ended. As am I. I hope you will hire him after this, because you know how news travel. I am so proud of you for standing up for yourself and not cowering when you try to ruin your past in newspaper. I remember that you told me to get up and not be defeated. Finally, after 7 years, he has gotten what he deserves. You should see how he looks now, Mom. He made fun of me for gaining a few pounds, but now he barely has any hair and he's wrinkled. The only way he was getting anyone to date was because of his money and his role, but no one can stay for that long. I knew that divorce was a blessing for you. Now you have an adoring husband who loves you no matter what, and you have a thriving business. You were the one who won. I did. I will talk to you later, Mom. I should be back home in a couple of days. Where are you? Why have you not been answering your calls? What is wrong? Trevor and Ian got into a physical altercation. What? From what Trev told me, it appears that Ian attacked him when they were at the store. The company took his car and a lot of his assets. He blamed Trev. Trev tried to defuse the situation, but you know how Ian can be. In the end, Trev mopped the floor with him. Were you there? No, Trev got arrested. He called me because your phone was not going through. Yes, I just landed, and I had a big news to tell him. Oh, why did Trev entertain that fool? Guess now I have to bail my husband out. Dinner is on me tonight. Hey, just wanted to let you know that I'm back in town if you want to hang out.
Thank goodness, because Babe and I are relocating at the end of the year, which is like in 3 months.
What?
Yes, I just found out that I'm pregnant.
I was messaging you to tell you that I'm also pregnant.
What? How far along?
2 months.
I am 3 months along.
My word! Our babies are going to be best friends. As it should be. I also have some tea for you.
How hot is this tea?
Extra hot. We fired Ian because he stole $500K from the company and he was drinking on company grounds. In addition to that, we took away his car and his company benefits. He went back to my town and bumped into Trev at the store. He was upset and tried to attack Trev, who wiped the floor with him. I got a look at him when I was bailing Trev out. He looked terrible.
He was going to bail Ian out.
No idea.
Oh my god, it was long overdue. Deserved it.
True. And he owes us our money. Otherwise, he'll rot in jail. Assuming their email is not synced, I would like to send you a reminder that we want our money.
Oh, I was about to message you. Chill, I've just found a buyer for my house. You should have the money soon.
Good, because if you don't, we will meet in court. Stealing company funds is a very serious offense.
Gosh, stop gloating already.
I didn't say anything.
I can feel how proud you are of yourself through the phone. You're glad that your man assaulted me, you took my job and car from me, and now I have no home.
You did that all to yourself, honey. I had no part in that. Your first mistake was sending me that message. I've heard that he's still unemployed and couch surfing, but I feel no pity for him. Meanwhile, I'm on maternity leave while my husband takes care of our 2 companies. Valerie moved away, but we keep up to date on each other's journeys with